unprecedented resignation of Joseph Ratzinger as Pope this week was compelled by an upcoming action by a European government to issue an arrest warrant against Ratzinger and a public lien against Vatican property and assets by Easter. The ITCCS central office in Brussels is compelled by Pope Benedict's sudden abdication to disclose the following details. On Friday, February 1st, 2013, on the basis of evidence supplied by our affiliated Common Law Court of Justice, our office concluded an agreement with representatives of a European nation and its courts to secure an arrest warrant against Joseph Ratzinger, aka Pope Benedict, for crimes against humanity and ordering a criminal conspiracy. This arrest warrant was to be delivered to the Office of the Holy See in Rome on Friday, February 15th, 2013. It allowed the nation in question to detain Ratzinger as a suspect in crime if he entered into its sovereign territory. A diplomatic note was issued by the said nation's government to the Secretary of State, Cardinal Tarcisio Bertone, on Monday, February 4th, 2013, informing Bertone of the impending arrest warrant and inviting his office to comply. No reply to this note was received from Cardinal Bertone or...
He was like, how am I not here? You know the deal, I'm gonna get in my jet and jet the hell out of here. I mean, come on, there's plenty of places that I can go. And it was like, no, see, because they put the word out all over the planet that wherever you come, wherever you go, people gotta be helping the nations out. See, what's going on is this. We real smart, see, because we need a scapegoat. We need a scapegoat. And since your ass is all old and ancient, decrepit, and we always planned it that way, see? So we know that if any one of us ever get indicted, we'll be all so old and over the hill that we're going to be soon checking out anyway. But then the problem is they might have a smart one like a Tsar out there. And he's going to be pointing that out to the people. And he's going to also say to the people, you know, the whole Europe is more than likely involved with this. But starting at the Vatican is a good start because there's so many people that you're going to have to go through. Once everything starts going down, they're going to be murdering and killing because one person going to be able to tell on another person and they all men. And it's going to be so embarrassing when the whole homosexual part start coming out. And everything that everybody knows, even the CIA man right there is at danger because he knows things he can tell. So shit is really getting ready to hit the fan, see, because what they're really upset about is that the true God, the one that I've been telling you about, the one that he's been imposturing as his God, see, this is what I mean. Think about it. If he's a phony, his God must be a phony. And in case you guys don't know, his God is Jesus. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. You hear him say that shit all the time, you know. But he has on the Tsar gear. This is what's funny. He's not dressed like Jesus Christ. He's dressed like a Tsar. See, I'm going to show you that. Let's go right here. I'm going to show you something right away. Do you see this? That's inside of there? What that is? Isn't that those little spaceships we see flying around? Isn't it shaped like that? And look at, isn't there one there? And isn't one way? So isn't that really that X if I pull it that way? Isn't that what you'll be looking at? The same X that you see in the lights. Look up right here. See how that comes there? And then it comes down. Is he trying to tell us something? Could that be that V? Could it? And then could it be coming to Earth like we always see in the light? Could that be a Y, if you will? A V with an extension? Okay? What about this right here? Could that be, if you will, the female legs right there standing up? And could this be the same thing coming to Earth that I've shown you? Could this be the equator going around his head? Could it? I mean, could they be using ancient Kemetic magic? Do you see the spiral around his neck? Did I show you all this shit on the God of Tsar? Do you see another spiral going around his neck? Is that a spiral right there going around also? What about there around his sleeve? Is all these just coincidental, or has he been studying someone else's science? And did his ass now get busted? Yes, he got busted. You know why? Because the Tsar don't play games. I came too far not to get this motherfucker. And he's just the beginning. Heads will roll. Let's keep going. I'm loving this because I exposed that bastard. And that means that even if they don't give me credit, got that ass. And everybody else that's associated with his ass, TD Jakes, even, hate to say it, President Obama, all this shit is gonna really spiral into some big juicy shit. Watch what I tell you. And I expect to get paid for my diligence because the universe says I did a good job. You really stirred up some shit. You got them all running. And for that, so yeah, it's on and cracking. They need to be running, and this is just the beginning because all they asses is all gonna just the domino effect. Watch what I tell you.
His office, but 6 days later, Pope Benedict resigned. The agreement between our tribunal and the said nation included a second provision to ensue a commercial lien through that nation's courts against the property and wealth of the Roman Catholic Church.
Now see, I'm gonna have to tell you guys something. You're gonna have to really pay attention here. Because this is big bucks. See, this is not small stuff. You're gonna be able to trace the assets of the Vatican to global financing. We own the earth. We can get to the bottom of it. We own the United States government. So we're talking bucks. We're talking enough money to repay the people of America for the crimes that we're all responsible for against the Negroes. All of the stuff we did to them. All of the incarcerated people that's in their prison system right now. It's responsibility of the Vatican. We're responsible. I implemented it. I'm the first one that can tell you we all did it. Who do you think owns all the jails in your country? Who do you think owns your military? We're all guilty. Every bullet, every pair of boots, every pencil, every document, every paper, every tree that got cut down, every font, every piece of chewing gum generates wealth for the Vatican. So you get people don't sit around and don't get your cut of the pie. That's why we charge you so much for gasoline. Because we wanted you to be broke. So you couldn't be rich enough or smart enough to figure out what we were doing. But there was a Tsar. Bless him. Because he came from a star. Very far away. He scooted and slimed and squirmed all the way through his mama's coochie to come here and liberate everyone and expose old Poopy Whoopie. And he did a good job. Even though many people didn't see it. The important people did. Or did more people see it? But I implemented that only 3 people would watch according to how we tamper with things. But obviously, someone was paying attention. Because the Pope always says, I'm a fugitive now. I probably won't be able to fly around in my jet anymore. Damn it. But there's still Francois. I'm sure they could find me and him a nice bungalow together somewhere in San Quentin. That would be nice. It'll just feel like home. And I don't regret one moment. Given a chance, I'll do everything I can exactly like I did it. Because I'm cut like that. And besides, there's going to be nice, scrappy young boys in jail. So, it won't be all that bad. Unless they're brutal. But then, I won't mind getting slapped every now and then. A Tsar made me like that. He's slapping me at least 7 times an hour. I mean, he really knows how to entertain an evil, sinister guy like me. You should see the stuff he does. He handcuffs me. And then he beats me with the handcuffs with my hands inside of him. And tells me, you're doing that to yourself. Because he has spiritual energies. And he can make me do stuff. Yeah. That's why I'm telling on everybody. Because I don't have anything to lose, my old wrinkled ass. And I'm just evil. So they fired me from the Vatican. So I'm going to tell on everybody. Including Francis. And Barack. And Henry. And Bill. Yeah. They're included also. So don't you ever forget. If you don't do anything about it, then it'll go on forever. And we have to send us hard. And then tornadoes and bad weather will have to make people understand that he's not a joke. And it's all just beginning. Don't think just because you're going to blow some smoke up his ass and make him think you're attacking the Vatican that he's going to back off and be relaxed and on chill. No, he's going to accept that victory as just a drop in a bucket. And that's a big ass bucket bigger than the Pacific Ocean. He knows that because he's very wise. But he's happy with the minerals that he has right now. That being me. But he's after the big fish because he smells the color out. I got to go. Let's listen.
Commencing on Easter Sunday, March 31st, 2013. This lien was to be accompanied by a public and global Easter reclamation campaign whereby Catholic Church property was to be occupied and claimed by citizens as public assets forfeited.
This is when I was a Nazi. Wasn't I a handsome, dapper young guy? Yeah, we stole a lot of good stuff. I had the torch. I burned a lot of shit. Oh, those were the good days.
Was compelled by an upcoming action by a European government law and the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court. It is the decision of our tribunal and the said nation's government to proceed with the arrest of Joseph Ratzinger upon his vacating the office of the Roman Pontiff on a charge of crimes against humanity and
they'll never take me alive, I tell you!
Criminal conspiracy. It is our further decision to proceed as well with the indictment and arrest of Joseph Ratzinger's successor as Pope on the same charges, and to enforce the commercial lien and Easter reclamation campaign against the Roman Catholic Church as
I didn't implement that.
planned. In closing, our tribunal acknowledges that Pope Benedict's complicity in criminal activities of the Vatican Bank, IOR, was compelling his eventual dismissal by the highest officials of the Vatican. But according to our sources, Secretary of State Tarcisio Breton forced Joseph Ratzinger's resignation immediately, and in direct response to the diplomatic note concerning the arrest warrant that was issued to him by the said nation's government on February 4th, 2013. We call upon all citizens and governments to assist our efforts to legally and directly disestablish the Vatican Inc., and arrest its chief officers and clergy who are complicit in crimes against humanity and the ongoing criminal conspiracy to aid and protect child torture and trafficking. Thank you.
So as you see, Asar was right about my dusty ass. He told everyone that I was Satan, and guess what? He was right. He deserves to be paid for such a good job. He does. He worked diligent. He showed the world how important it was to not let people blow smoke up your ass. Okay. Thank you for watching. This is not what it looks like. I mean, it could be misconstrued and misunderstood for the true beauty of what's going on. See, there's no tongue. No tonguey. See, so I'm just kissing him on the mouth. I tried to stick my tongue in his mouth, but he was camera shy. If we would have been in my quarters like the night before, he would have let me do it. But he's camera shy. And he didn't want people to know how he get down. But this right here kind of speaks for itself because I'm 90. And it's hard for me to do stuff. But my sorry ass